the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Ogles, sir. 5 minutes.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. I also sit on the Financial Services Committee, and Mr. Schmeck, I'd love to hear from you as one of the things that concerns me is the sophistication of AI and how we're seeing that play out in the financial sector and just the risks that, that are involved there. And so what are the next phases? Does this go far enough? Again, if we're going to come back and do a cleanup or revision of this at some later date, what needs to be included?
Yeah, so AI, obviously, it's an area of investment for financial services, both on the business side, but also on the security side as well. Very much still early days in regards to how we're going to embed that within our operations. But pretty much every firm has got a strategy around this and are making significant investments. To Mr. Jimenez's point, in regards to how this is going to affect CISA, I think we're not really sure how this is going to play out and how we're going to want to share information, whether it's going to be in agentic AI within a financial services agency and financial services firm sharing with another agentic AI within DHS or within another agency. So I think that's something we'll have to work out. And I think it goes to maybe some of the improvements we can have on the AIS system. So the AIS system was probably designed 10 years ago. It's operational, it accomplishes the mission, but it's definitely something that could be modernized, both with AI or even other opportunities to just improve the level of detail and to just make it more consumable for us as both a submitter and a consumer of that information.
Ms. Keene, you mentioned the Typhoon attacks. As a former county executive, one of the things that concerns me across our landscape isn't the larger companies. Obviously, they're a target and there's risk associated with it, but it's that critical infrastructure in rural Tennessee that supports hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people across this network. What's the end game there? How do we help these smaller communities that, quite frankly, so I'll give you an example. Take Metro Nashville or Memphis or even the suburb Williamson County, which is a very affluent county. They have the resources to have an IT department, right? If you go a little further south, east or west, the IT guys probably also the HR guy, and they're not equipped to defend a county, the water system, the electrical grid from these types of attacks. So what do we do going forward?
I think part of it is, again, and I sound like a broken record, it's public-private partnerships. So the two attacks you just mentioned, I'll use Salt and Flax. Both of them are exploiting, critical vulnerability exploits that were back from like 2018, 2021 on known, basically antiquated network and technology gear. So it's, again, educating, smaller and mid-sized businesses. And to your point, I saw a statistic recently that 80% of critical national infrastructure is sitting in small to medium business. So working with those organizations to create modernization plans, working with the organizations that have the CVEs to help with creating, in essence, modernization, technology upgrade, helping small to medium businesses and critical national infrastructure organizations upgrade to technology that is not vulnerable anymore, and putting action plans together to do so. The Typhoons they're not going to care whether you're a large or a small organization. They're going to care about the disruption that it causes to critical national infrastructure. And so it's going to take a shoulder-to-shoulder proactive measure between public and private to ensure that we don't have disruptive behavior from them.
And not that I want to be one of the members of Congress that authorizes Skynet, but it's almost like we need a cyber shield that is better equips our private and public partners in this space. But again, proceed with caution.